Oh, well, Murdoch University is, from the time I wanted to pursue my master's, there was only one university I could think of. It was the Murdoch University. And the reason is, it was before I went for my master's, few years before I actually did my master's, went for my master's, there was like kind of education fair where different universities were there. So the first thing and the first university that got my attention was MU, Murdoch University. So from that time, I have been actually following this Murdoch University thing. University itself, that's why I say that what I was aspiring, what I was dreaming of actually got materialized. And Murdoch University, I was able to enroll myself in that university. So I see that I have achieved what I wanted, you know. Anywhere you go, it's the people that makes you comfortable, and the environment that is conducive that for you to really talk. So that is there in Murdoch University. And the interesting part of my journey is also like studying there for 2 years, doing my masters, and also coming back to the country and continuing my job in my organization, which supported me for the education for Her Majesty the Queen Mother, who supported my education, and now coming back in the country and continuing my job in the organization, and also still being the focal point for the Murdoch University collaboration with the Bhutan Youth Development Fund. I serve as a program director for programs and skills development under the Bhutan Youth Development Fund, and my work is more into working with children, youth, and the community. It has all the skills and the exposure that I have gained through my masters in Australia has added value to the work that I do now. Whatever I do now, it's always a step ahead than what I used to do earlier. The place itself, the campus itself is so beautiful that wherever you go, it's more you can breathe, the fresh air, I would say. And with the new developments happening, the big where the convocation and the graduation happens, the Bola Badip, that big, the buildings, new developments happening in that campus itself was, oh my god, I wish if I was here during this time. I feel so grateful to the professors that I had the opportunity to be with. They were more than just the professors. They were there to guide you every step you struggle, every time you struggle, there is always a support. That is, I actually, I cherish that moment more than anything at Murdoch University, because I saw that the professors really take care of you. Every time we had the different classes, the moment you switch to one class to another, you have a different set of group, set of people. It's because of the electives that we have, the core subjects. So in some of the core subjects, it was nice that I had my Bhutanese fellow country people, from Bhutan, who were there in the class. So it was nice to be together and also be in the same journey. And in some classes, you will come across people who are from other countries. But it was nice to really get yourself, we are not different, we are all same. And like, when you see the diversity that it actually indicates inclusivity. How do you include yourself? How do you work together? So we are all like, yeah, I would say, like, I do cherish the moments in the university, although not the study part, I would say. With assignments, you get mad, you are running everywhere, so many things to do. But apart from the studies, the other part of, the life that you enjoy at the university. Memory, yeah, I have lots, but to pick on one, I would say, like, when I was doing my last the research component, the research part of my course, that was not easy for me. It was quite difficult, and I was under stress, I would say. Every time I was getting stressed, every time I was getting stressed, I used to send an email to my professor. Every time I get a response, that used to give me more of a, I used to get relief, because she would always call me come by to my office, I can help you, and the moment she starts like helping me, and also she says, yeah, you'll be able to do it, just do like this, it always used to uplift, the things that I used to feel that, oh no, I won't be able to do it, I should just give up, or you will get to a point of, oh, just give up. But that never happened. I think the support that I was getting from the professors, the motivation, the encouragement, and the support itself, that was giving me that upliftment every time I was like falling down, I would say. I was able to get back to what I was there for. The first time I was there at the university, and I was having my lecturer who was an Australian. So her accent was quite difficult to understand, and there was like 15 points that would be on the participation. That was really challenging, because the moment she starts speaking, it was so difficult for the international students to really understand what she was trying to say. We were struggling a lot. But what I did was, I used to take the seat in the front, and the moment the professor starts with her lecture, I used to just observe her lips, lip sync. And it was useful, I would say. It was useful. And I was able to like understand something. And the moment you understand a word from what she was trying to explain, I was able to participate, So I was lucky to get some points from the participation. When you pay attention, because it's more than what the person is trying to say, it's if you give your 100% attention to a person, you also have that non-verbal communication that can happen. In the beginning, it was I was struggling. Well, it's the exposure that you get. You see the world from a different lens. When you come back to your country, you can always add value to what you do, because you do the same thing but in a different way, and you will be able to make an impact. I think impact is something that gives you the ultimate satisfaction in what you do. So that is there. And also meeting new friends, meeting new people. Every journey of life, every time you meet new people, you visit new places, it's always a learning for you. It becomes part of your life journey, which you when you look back, it becomes a memory, although it becomes a memory, but a beautiful memory that you take with, at the same time, that becomes a learning for your future. Oh, there's so many things that we can learn from each other. You know, um, it's like life. Sometimes we need to take it easy. I see that life in Australia is too fast. Everything is too fast. You hardly get time to enjoy yourself. So I would say for the Australians, not to all the Australians, although I know there are some people who will relax and have that time for self. But I think it's so important to have time for yourself, you know and Australia is a beautiful country, like Bhutan. And there is and also the relationship between the two countries is really good. And how we are learning from each other, what we learn from Australia is also like the country itself is so accommodating, diverse people, the country itself accommodating and also providing that conducive environment for humankind to thrive, is basically how you as an individual can contribute. My biggest dream to as a human being, as an individual, my biggest dream would be to do good and be good, and to do good and aspiring to do better in what I'm doing, and also to bring more impact as an individual in the work I do, and as I enjoy my work in the organization that I'm working with children, youth, and the leadership that we have in the organization, which keeps you motivating. That itself is, I would say, that itself is a dream, that to be a better person than who I am today.